please introduce yourself.
Mohamed Gambouz. I'm art director on Assassin's Creed, the second one, and the Brotherhood.
What is Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed is an action-adventure game, it's a sandbox game. The universe is based on historical events, historical locations. Can be Renaissance, can be Crusades, or any big events in the history. The gameplay mechanics are very free form. You can go everywhere you want. You can do many actions. You can fight. You can stealth. You can climb on buildings. Do a lot of acrobatics. And one of the most interesting aspects of this universe is that it explores real historical events and characters, and help people experience history in a very interesting and fun way.
Can you say an example?
One of the examples is, let's say, Brotherhood. In Brotherhood, you explore Rome, which is a very huge and rich city, the biggest city we've ever done in any Assassin's Creed game. So you discover the different historical layers of architecture in the city, which is something that really interesting, because nowadays many parts of Rome had been changed since the Renaissance. So in the game we discover Rome as it was during the Renaissance era.
And what's your job in the game? Your job, your profession?
My work is to supervise, orchestrate the work of the art team. So I make sure that all what they are doing is coherent and it fits with the vision, the artistic vision and the game design vision. And my job also is to come up with visuals that are interesting, that has a strong appeal to as much people as possible, and at the same time make these visuals fit and express in a strong way the game design and the creative vision.
Before you start, what's your research about the old game, the old towns?
We did a lot of researches, historical researches and artistic researches. Was mainly based on paintings from the Renaissance. We did also a lot of research through books, stories we've read dating from the Renaissance or from modern authors. We had also help from historians, so they gave us a very clear picture of how the fashion was at that time, how was the architecture, how was the way of living of the citizens of Rome. So this is the main sources we looked into. Visually speaking, we also looked into movies, TV shows that had similar settings. One of the examples I have is the TV show Tudors. There's about the King Henry, and we had also looked into many interesting movies. You have The Merchant of Venice, that happened in Venice, which is a city that is covered by the game. So there are many sources of inspirations.
Have you ever been traveled to Rome and to Venice?
Yeah, definitely. We did a trip to Rome, visited Rome, Venice,
Jerusalem?
Florence. Not Jerusalem because it was early.
The other game, yeah.
Yeah, but for Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, we found that visiting the city could be a very good way to grasp the feel of the city, the atmosphere. So we've decided to visit all the cities we are covered in the game.
You're sitting in front of great artwork. Can you tell me something about this artwork behind you?
These artworks are done early in the production. They are meant to give an idea about the art direction of the game, how is the style, how are the color palettes. So these are not for marketing the game or it's not for marketing purposes. Let's say it's for the development team. It gives a big picture to the whole team, how the characters should look like, what's the emotion the game should give once finished. So this is the base for all the visual look of the game.
We know the books, the art of Pixar, the art of something like this. This is an exhibition. Why is it an exhibition in Haus der Kunst? Why?
We thought that, and we believe that video games are an art form. So we thought that it's a good opportunity to show this to the people and to express the fact that we believe that like the movies, like the music, the video game can an art form. And this reminds me what the cinema went through decades ago, where there was a lot of questioning: is the cinema an art form or not? But decades or a few years later, all the people realized that in fact cinema is an art form. So right now I think that we are taking the same path as the movie industry, and year after year we are proving that the video game is an art form by itself.
The artwork itself, it's digital, right? Or it's real paintings?
Yeah, all these paintings are done by computer and then printed.
Which kind of software do you use? Do you use Painter or some Autodesk stuff?
Most of the time it's Photoshop.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Most of the time. In some cases we start from 3D models. We use some volumes in SketchUp, then take them and do some paint over. But the majority of these concept art are done from scratch. It's pure drawing on computer.
What kind of software do you use in the game for itself, for making the game? Do you use 3ds Max, Maya, or Softimage? What kind of software do you use?
It's mainly 3ds Max. 3ds Max coupled with our in-house engine. It's called Anvil. We use for cinematics, sometimes exercise combined with Maya, but the main software we have in game development is 3ds Max.
You're also a software artist?
I was a level artist, so I used Max and Photoshop for a couple of years. But after being an art director, most of the time I'm focused on supervising the work of the artists instead of producing.
Your favorite software is Excel?
It depends, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
And thank you.
Yeah, welcome.